really shaking. My arm is so sore. Okay, so if you hadn't guessed, I saw this guy tonight. No, not my boobs. I see my boobs all the time. I'm talking about Elton John. I'm actually going to take this dress off. Sorry, it's really freaking hot wearing it. See if I can do it this way. Oh, it's my face. That's a lot better. Oh my god. So tonight was Elton John's last ever Australian tour. Yay! And he just happened to do Brisbane last, which was cool. Oh my god, my back hurts. So I stood for like 90% of the concert, so my back and my arms are like, nah. So I learned an interesting fact. Elton John doesn't do opening acts, which is actually good. Like, no offense to people who are opening acts, but sometimes you get boring. And sometimes I just want like the headliner to start. So I'm glad that Elton doesn't have anyone opening for him, because he just like was like, bam, 7:30, here we go. And it only finished at like 10:30. I think, actually, I don't know what time it is. I think it's 10, I think it's 11 now. So yeah, he finished about 10:30. Took me that long to just try and get out. And they're still selling merchandise, which is surprising, because normally merchandise stands are like, no, once the concert starts, we stop. So that was cool. I think his next stop is New Zealand, so you guys are gonna have fun. Sorry, my arm is just dead. I have plenty of photos, plenty of videos. If I share all them, who knows? Oh my god, it's really hot. I put the aircon on and it's not working. But okay, so for me, I bought the Elton John tickets back in July of 2022, and I went going, yes, I'm going to see Elton John perform for the first and last time ever. You know, it's going to be my first time, it's going to be my last time to see this guy. I also saw him because I am genuinely a fan of his, and I'm like, you know, I know majority of his catalogs, I'm going to be able to belt them out. I also knew that if I didn't go, I'm probably going to get major FOMO and be like, yo, no. So I'm glad that I went, but my only small problem, and I say this is a problem as me, is that if you don't really know Elton John songs, you probably won't like the concerts. I didn't hate the concert. I liked the concert, but it's just, I didn't know every single song, and I was like, I suck. I knew most of them, like Benny and the Jets, Saturday Nights Are Fighting, Yellow Brick Road, Candle in the Wind, you know, those sort of things. Sorry, it's just processing emotions. So I know most of those, but then he played like his earlier stuff, and I was like, I don't know any of those songs. I'm sorry, Mr. John. For a guy who's in his, he said he was 75, so for a guy who's 75, he's doing pretty well. Like, he can like tap the keys and just do it blindfolded. He can like do a little piano guitar riff off with his band, and it's really cool to watch. But I think for me, for someone who goes to a lot of concerts, I think this one's really different. This one's really calm. And I say that, I don't know if it's because of the demographic or if it's just the way that he does his concerts, but normally when I go to a concert, everyone's up on their feet, everyone's, you know, you can feel the earth shake. But with Elton's concert, most people sat down. Like, even where I sat down on the field, like there was chairs, so, you know, everyone predominantly sat down. We only really stood up if we couldn't see in front of us, so that wasn't too bad. But like, for a guy, he's on the piano for like the whole 2-ish hours, so you're not really getting a show dazzler like most concert. You're just kind of sitting there watching him, and the visuals up on the screens are kind of just like, I'm gonna show my age, kind of like, remember how like laptops used to just, not laptops, how like Microsoft computers used to just do those random screen savers that we just watch because they looked pretty, and they were just the ones that Microsoft had on those computers? Yeah, it's kind of like that. So that's what most of his screens were, and then they'd intercut with him and his band. So it wasn't too bad, but like, it's not really a feast for your eyes, it's more a feast for your ears and a feast for your vocals, because you're like, if I know this song, I'm gonna belt it out, and it's really fine. But then, I don't know, maybe it's where I sat. Majority of the people that I sat with didn't really sing along, and majority of the people that I sat with were like, oh, he didn't play this song, he didn't play that song, what was the point of this, what was the point of that? And I'm like, you serious? You do know that where we sat is like a $400 ticket, right? And you're complaining because he didn't play a song that you had your heart set on? Like, excuse me, he's the one picking the set list, not you, but whatevs. I did have one major issue, and this isn't to do with Elton, this is more to do with Suncorp Stadium. Security did not know where everyone's seats was. So I came in and I was like, oh, this is my seat. And they're like, yeah, go down there. I was like, okay. And then every security guard I asked, they're like, yeah, go here, go here, go here. Halfway through the show, I get told I'm in the wrong spot. Halfway through the goddamn show, I have to get security to lead me to where I'm supposed to sit. And then the people who I'm sitting next to are complaining because I took their seat. And I'm like, bruh, my seat says 5. Your seat doesn't say 5. Go away. So I was like, that's a little fun thing to hear. So like, stadiums, if you're going to have seats in spots that don't normally have seats, can you get your teams on the same page so then people don't have to get annoyed that they're missing half the freaking concert because they have to change seats because somebody decided to tell them they're in the wrong seat halfway through this goddamn concert. So that's my little gripe. So I got some merch. I am really sad. It felt very underwhelming, and I don't know if it's because of what he wanted or if it was because of whoever does his merchandising and he just signs the checks and goes, yeah, that dude. But to me, I felt it very underwhelming. And you know, these shirts are $60, $70. The little things like your key rings and your lanyards yards are like $20, but then you got a $300 shirt, a $300 jumper, and you're just sitting there going, well, why do I want to pay $300 for something that's gonna be a bit, yeah, okay. And then, like, I don't know, just to me they felt very underwhelming. And I originally wasn't going to buy a concert shirt, but I was like, I have to. Every time I go to a concert, I have to get merchandise. That's my rule. I had my heart set on breaking my bank account on buying Elton John merchandise because, like, this is his last ever Shirtland tour. This is his last ever tour as well. So it's like my heart is set on buying every single piece that, no. I was arming and ahhing about everything I bought, including this shirt. Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, you could have done something cooler. But no, this is one of the shirts I showed you before. Oh, sorry, my back hurts. So that's what it looks like, and then you got the tour dates. That's not the tour dates, but you got that on the back of it. This is the other shirt I've got. And I only got this one because it reflects predominantly what Yellow Brick Road imagery was. So that's this one. And then you got the tours. So you start in Newcastle, ends in New Zealand. So New South Wales, New Zealand, yeah. I don't know, I felt underwhelmed because I'm like, I don't know, I've been to a lot of concerts where the shirts were a bit more them. And I know Elton John is a bit flamboyant with his designs and a bit over the top with his designs. So I was kind of expecting something over the top. But I don't know, maybe he's 75 and he's just like, let's strip it back to the simpleness. But I don't know, for a man who doesn't seem to be simple, I wasn't expecting simple merchandise. So yeah, concert shirt, 2 of those. They're about $60 each. That's fun. I got a program. This one I think was $60. And then the other one was $80. The only difference between this one and the $80 one is the $80 one came with the sleeve. So like how a vinyl, you just take it out of the sleeve. That's the only difference. Other than that, they're both the same. And I was like, ah. But you know, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna read up on that on my way home tomorrow. That's that. Just these little life stories, little pictures of him. I actually haven't had a look in it, so I have no idea what's in here, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. What does this say? Elton chooses bold costumes because he got off on them, and so did we. Okay, cool. I bought these. I actually regret buying these. 1, I don't wear things like this. 2, I wear glasses, so if I wore these, I would have just been like, I can't see the goddamn show. But I got these. There's this one. To light up glasses. It's the blue one. Actually can't remember how much this one was. I think they're like both 20 bucks each. Oh. And then, oh, I just realized that. You got the red pair. Same difference. Where does it say? There's this one. Actually, does this one say? Yeah. So both of them say Elton on the bottom of them, on the side of them, whatever. Yeah. And then I got the final thing. When I got this, they're like, just so you know, you can't take this into the venue. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I wasn't going to anyway. Like, the merchandise stand opened at 4. I've checked into a hotel. I'm gonna dump my stuff off. But I got this. Just gotta figure out how I'm gonna keep it safe. So an Elton John mug. Again, see what I mean? It's kind of very simple, but like, I don't know, I kind of expect mugs to be simple. I don't expect other things to be simple. And they were like, because you spent over $90, you get a packet of tissues. It's a packet of tissues. I don't know, I think they were just giving them away, because anytime anyone brought something, they're like, here, tissues, tissues, tissues. I mean, cool. Cool. Like, I liked it. I enjoyed the concert. It's certainly different, and I'm not mad at the way that, you know, I didn't know all of his songs. Like, that's literally just more of a me problem rather than anything else. I just think that, I don't know, maybe it's because he's 75 and his body's just going, yeah, let's just kind of strip it back a bit. Or maybe it's the fact that I'm at the age where I missed his chaotic self. Like, last time he toured, he was, what, the 70s? 80s? Something like that. So he was youthful and young and could jump up and down in high heels and go crazy. And now it's like, okay, let me just sit and chill and let my music do the talking, which we loved. So yeah, that was really cool. Look, it's cool. It's a good concert. You do get your money's worth, but you just gotta make sure you can see him properly. I could see him majority of the show. There were a few times where I was like, I can't see because people are standing up and my hands are hurting because I have to hold my phone up just so I could see him. You know, it's good. I think that's pretty much it on all I gotta say about this. But yeah, I sang along to majority of the songs. I did my awkward little dances. I think most people did his awkward little dances. Not a lot of people dressed up, surprisingly. I think I can count on one hand on the amount of people that dressed up. He reckons he loves when people dress up, so if you see Elton John, just dress up. I didn't dress up because, like, 2 hours in a concert, it's bad enough wearing normal clothes. What makes you think I'm going to feel comfortable in something that he might like? Yeah. But you know, it's enjoyable, it's good. You definitely get to see, or when they do the visuals, you get to see flashbacks of his early career up until now and everything that he's been quite proud of. So that was really cool to see. And you know, like I said, I enjoyed it. It wasn't bad, it wasn't the greatest, but it was enjoyable. And you know, he's retiring at the end of this tour to go spend time with his family. So what else can I say about that? I can't exactly be like, I hope he comes back, because he's already admitted he's not. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, so that was my little update video vlog review of Elton John's Goodbye Yellow Brick Road tour. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed. My body aches. See yous.